Hello and welcome back. If it's your first time here, I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And we are
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey.
We're full-time RVers. We do destination videos, tips and tricks, and all things RV. If that sounds like something you'd like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and come along on our journeys. Today, we're traveling from Ohio all the way back to Texas for the winter. Come on.
Travel day again. We are leaving Ohio, heading to Pennsylvania. We're going to make 2 stops in Pennsylvania, both right around Hershey, and we're going to the Hershey RV show. We had a great time in Ohio. I really love the area that we stayed in. The roads were kind of scary. They were narrow and very hilly and curvy, but other than that, it was a great stay.
I agree. The park was pretty nice. I just got KOA status, I guess, and they don't have any dumps right now, but they're working on them. It looks like all of them have a dump station. They're just waiting for approval from the state.
Right, and there is a dump station that everyone can use, but you don't have your own dump station at your sites yet. I would stay there again if it wasn't for the road in. The campground was great. The road in and out was horrible.
Absolutely.
I was worried we were going to scrape the bottom on that thing, but anyhow, we had a great time. Got to see my good friend Kelly. She came down and visited with us. We went swimming, and it was great to get to hang out. And in Pennsylvania, we're going to get to see some more friends and meet some new friends. So very excited about that, and come along. Travel day, and we are leaving Pennsylvania. We had a great time at Hershey. We even extended our stay a few days, and I can't wait to go back. We didn't go to Hershey Park at all. We did the RV show, world's largest or America's largest RV show, and did some exploring in Amish country and got to see my friend Kathy, and just really liked the area. What do you think, babe?
Yeah, we had a good time there. I really liked going to the Hershey show, even though it was so packed a few of the days anyway. But yeah, I'm glad to be moving on too.
One thing I didn't like, our first day in Pennsylvania, we stayed at another park. I'll have to think of the name of it. Dutch Valley RV. Resort. It's 1,000 Trails, and we had a horrible time. We went to 3 different spots, could not get level, ended up leaving for the night and getting a hotel, and thankfully we got in at the Hershey 1,000 Trails the next day, so we got in a few days early, so that was good. And we're getting ready to get to the state line soon, so we'll be back to show you the line. Well, we are about 29 miles from our campground in Williamsburg, and let me tell you, this trip today from Hershey has been really stressful. The traffic was bad, especially when we were on the whatever 95 it was, 495 or 695, going around Baltimore and DC. That one was crazy. We didn't stop at all except for a rest area about half an hour ago to eat some lunch at around 3 o'clock. It is a Sunday afternoon, so that's usually not a good travel day for us. We don't like to travel on Sundays, but because we have plans, that's what we're doing. And let me tell you, this traffic is bad. Let me show you. I guess that there's a wreck ahead. I'm not going to show the wreck, but we've been at a crawl for quite a while. So hopefully we'll get in there. It's 4:14 right now p.m. So hopefully we'll get there before dark. We'll see. Travel day again. Where are we going?
I don't know. One of the Carolinas.
We're going south of the border, y'all. We're leaving Virginia and going to south of the border, South Carolina. Last time we went by there was probably about 15 years ago, and it was crazy big. There was rides. There were rides. Just a whole bunch of stuff there, and we hear that it's gotten a lot smaller. A lot of it's closed down, so we'll see, but we're going to stay at south of the border. And how was Virginia?
Virginia was fine. We didn't really do much because your feet were hurting so bad.
Yeah. It's getting worse. I can barely walk.
Oh yeah. The 1,000 Trails we stayed at there, I don't know the name of it, but it was kind of tight. Luckily we had a little help getting in, so an extra set of eyes. So that was awesome.
The name of it is Williamsburg, and it is nice because it's right off the highway. Unlike some other 1,000 Trails, you have to go way out of the way, and it's the middle of nowhere. It's located really close to Busch Gardens and Williamsburg. It is a very nice campground. However, he said we probably won't go back there because it is tight. If we didn't have Find Us Camping, Jimmy, there to help us get into that spot, we probably would have just left and stayed at a Walmart, or maybe tried to go to another spot. But even being with all the trees and everything, making it hard to maneuver, the lanes, the roads in the park are really narrow. But other than that, it's a really nice park.
Yeah, we should have done a review on it, but we didn't.
Yeah. So anyhow, we're on the way. I was actually born in North Carolina. We're just going to go through. We're not stopping this time because we're trying to hurry back to Texas. So we're going to just stop in South Carolina and south of the border and for a few days, and then continue on. Bike week in Myrtle Beach. Our neighbor was saying that they're heading to Myrtle Beach, and we have seen a lot of bikes around, so y'all have fun at the beach. Ride safe. Okay. It's travel day. We are leaving South Carolina. We stopped here for 2 nights at south of the border, just because I've always wanted to go to south of the border. We stayed at the Pedro's RV park there. It was a really nice park. They have a heated swimming pool, heated jacuzzi, outdoor swimming pool, and then there's all of the south of the border attractions. We really like the RV park. I always wanted to stop at south of the border when we came through, and we never did, so I booked us 2 nights here to enjoy it. And it was kind of a bummer because it's pretty run down. A lot of the stuff's closed, like the rides. They have 2 bouncy houses and the bumper cars open. All that other stuff is closed. Miniature golf's open. We couldn't film anything though. Like,
nope.
Why not?
Because we asked if we could, and we got told we weren't supposed to, but to go talk to somebody else, and then that somebody else called somebody else for us to talk to, and then that somebody was security, and security said we'd have to talk to the personnel lady, and they don't come back until Monday, and there's a lot of paperwork and all kinds of stuff because it's all copyright. The south of the border stuff is all copyright. So instead of just going ahead and filming it from the outside and stuff, we decided just to scrap it all together. But if you don't know what south of the border is, it's like kind of like a Route 66 stop back in the 50s or 60s. It's full of all quirky kind of stuff, you know, statue looking things. And this one was Pedro land or something like that. So it was all like Mexican themed. There were sombrero shaped buildings and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, one of the huge attractions here used to be the Sombrero Tower. It's a big observatory tower that you would take an elevator up to. I was looking forward to that, but that is closed for renovation, and I guess it has been for quite some time. So hopefully they'll get it renovated, and maybe we'll come back through on the next time we're going. But today we're headed to Byron, Georgia, and we're going to see some friends and just people that we really love there. And we are going to be there for a week and maybe even go to the Georgia National Fair. If we have good weather, it's not too hot, we might do that, except for I'm afraid of the robot there. If we go and he's there, I'll show you and you'll see me screaming. But anyhow, we're off. Good morning, it's travel day again. We are leaving Georgia and on our way to Texas. We'll stop tonight in Alabama. We were in Georgia for a week and did pretty much nothing. We got to see the people we really wanted to see, but it rained every day, so we didn't get to do any exploring. Any thoughts on Georgia, babe?
Well, we lived there for 9 years, so you know, we pretty much have done everything there was to do there prior to, you know, coming on this trip. But man, the place we stayed, we got infested with ants there.
Oh, that was horrible.
Little tiny black sugar ants, tons and tons of them. They were even in the truck for one day. But yeah, it's Georgia, middle Georgia.
Yeah, there's a lot actually we didn't do when we lived here, and I was looking forward to doing that, but the rain and my feet just didn't let us do it. So we did get to eat at our favorite restaurants and see some people, so that was good. But now off to Alabama. It's another travel day. We are leaving Alabama, heading through Mississippi, gonna stop in Lake Charles, Louisiana for a couple of nights before we get to Texas. We stayed at the I-10 campground. It was okay for a one-night stop. There were a lot of low branches though, and a lot of permanent residents, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it was quiet. We were a little ways off the highway. We're on off of I-10. And then there was another cross street that we turned off of also, so there was definitely no noise streetwise. We were assigned a spot, but when we got there, there was somebody in the spot, but luckily they had a guy riding around on a golf cart, and escorted us to a different site.
Yeah, the spot that we were assigned was nicer and closer to the front. We got put in the back with the locals, and I saw that in the review too. So that's the I-10 campground in Theodore, Louisiana, right west of Mobile, Alabama.
Mobile.
That's how you say it, Mobile, Alabama. Is that right, y'all? Welcome to Louisiana. Yay! Almost to Texas. We are getting ready to cross the Mississippi River. Remember, we did that back in Minnesota. We walked across the Mississippi River in Bemidji, Minnesota at the headwaters, and now we are crossing over the Mississippi River on the bridge. Can't walk across this time. This is the big old scary bridge. Mississippi River. There it is. The muddy, mighty Mississippi. I think I see Tom Sawyer down there. Well, this is the last travel day of the big trip. The last travel day of this video. We are leaving Lake Charles, Louisiana. We spent 2 nights at the Lake Charles East Iowa KOA. It was a brand new KOA. No complaints. It was nice sights. No pool or anything fun like that, but it is a KOA journey. We'd stay there again for a quick trip. Lake Charles is still recovering from their last hurricane. There are lots of blue roofs. The restaurant that we really wanted to eat at is still closed because they had significant damage. We saw the billboards for this restaurant the whole time. It's like Pat's or something like that, and I was like, oh yeah, we got to eat there. They have the best gumbo. Well, Google still says it's open, but when you go to their webpage, they are closed until further notice because they had the damage. So we did get some good Cajun food though at Steamboat Bill's, I think, and I tried my first boudin ball and it was very spicy, but I liked it. Now I got to figure out a keto version when I get back to that.
I think boudin has rice in it.
Yeah, cauliflower.
Oh, there you go.
The hard part would be the cornbread around it, I guess. That's what it is, right?
I think so.
No?
I have no idea what it is.
What makes the boudin ball? I could make them and sell them, and they could be Ginger's balls. Oh, and I could do cake balls, but they'd all have to be keto because I got to get back to that, y'all. Anyhow, we are heading to Texas, and so far so good.
Yep. Should be in Conroe in about 3 hours. 2.5, 3 hours.
And even though our home is wherever we tow it, I feel like Conroe is our home because that's going to be our home base again for this winter. So that is where we're heading. Excited to see family and friends and get someplace for a while.
Plant for more than a few days at a time.
Yes, that's going to be nice. Good old Texas, y'all.
Well, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around to the end. We'll see you next time on
Jarhead and Ginger's Journey. Bye.